Hello everybody. Today we're going to go over the GPS in a Garmin GNS 530. That is that top screen right there. The second panel you're going to need is the autopilot panel. It's right down there. That is where you're going to control the autopilot. To start up the screens, all you have to do is click enter 2 or 3 times. Now you're set to put in a flight plan. I'm going to make one in the EFB first. It just makes it a little easier when you're translating it over to the Garmin. Okay, there are a few different ways that you can put a flight plan into the Garmin GNS 530. One way is manually through the flight plan screen right here. The way I like to do it, however, is through the direct to. It's pretty simple. All you have to do is just throw in an airport and then click activate. Now, when you view the map by exiting the flight plan, you can see your flight plan right there. It is that magenta line. Next, we're going to add our departure and approach. I'm going to start with departure. So I'm going to go back to my EFB, find what departure I chose. It happens to only be one. This is Colorado Springs that I'm at. Next, I'm going to click the runway. I'm going to depart off of 25R, or 25 right. Once I have that in there, I'm going to click load, which just moves it into my flight plan. There you can see it on the flight plan. And there it is on the map. Next, we're going to select our approach. You're going to do this the same way as the departure. I chose ILS 27 via CYS. CYS is just the VORTAC located near Cheyenne Airport. Now you just load it into your flight plan, just like the departure. You will get this notification saying it is only for visual assistance. There you have it. That's listed right there in your flight plan. Okay, now I'm going to fly to Cheyenne and I'll meet you guys there. Hey, welcome to Cheyenne. Don't mind the sudden time change. The sun must set a little faster in Wyoming versus Colorado. So here, I noticed my flight plan, specifically my approach, didn't load properly. That's not that big of a problem. I'm going to use the heading and steer the aircraft towards the CYS VORTAC. while I'm flying over there, I'm going to re-enter an approach, the same approach I entered back in Colorado. The only difference this time though, is I'm going to select activate instead of load. That's going to directly put the approach into the computer, which allows the autopilot to detect it immediately. Now you can see we are following that magenta line again. There is a way to program your vertical navigation. However, I am not sure how to do that, so I'm not even going to pretend. That will come in a future video though. So as for now, I'm just going to use the vertical speed. By the way, a must watch is the earlier video going over the entire autopilot panel. It's a short and sweet one, about 4 minutes. Well, that is it. I'm going to follow this flight plan down and land the aircraft, taxi to my parking at Cheyenne Regional Airport. But that is it for this video. Thanks for watching.